Sherman breaks silence on controversial SNL skit mocking Aimee Lou Wood. Saturday Night Live star Sherman has finally broken her silence on the controversial comedy sketch that parodied the physical appearance of the White Lotus star Aimee Lou Wood. The sketch, which aired a month ago, made fun of Wood's teeth, sparking outrage from fans of the English actress, who blasted Sherman and the SNL team for mocking her. The episode, which was part of SNL's usual satirical take on pop culture, took aim at Wood, who is known for her role as the beloved character in The White Lotus. The sketch was seen by many as a low blow, as it ridiculed her physical appearance, an area that has often been a point of sensitive vulnerability for public figures. As one might expect, the response to the sketch was swift and pointed. Aimee Lou Wood herself responded to the portrayal by taking to Instagram, where she expressed her discontent with the skit, calling it mean and unfunny. Her fans rallied around her, voicing their support and criticizing the SNL sketch as disrespectful. Many believe that the comedy team behind the sketch crossed a line by mocking Wood's appearance, especially given that the actress is widely praised for her talents, not her looks. At the time, Sherman, who was involved in creating and performing in the skit, did not immediately respond to the backlash. For weeks, there was silence from her camp, leaving many to speculate on her stance. Now, in a candid interview with Vanity Fair, Sherman has opened up about her thoughts on the situation, offering an apology and clarifying her intent behind the sketch. Sherman's apology. In the interview, Sherman expressed her regret over the negative impact the skit had on Aimee Lou Wood and others who were offended by it. "I never wanted to hurt anyone," Sherman said. "Comedy should be a tool for joy and not to make people feel bad about themselves. If anyone felt upset by my actions, I feel terrible about it." Sherman explained that she was excited to play Aimee Lou Wood's character, acknowledging the strength and uniqueness of Wood's role in The White Lotus. "She's so iconic, her character is so iconic," Sherman shared. "I felt honored to play her in the sketch, but I realize now that it didn't come across as fun or playful as I intended. I understand why people took offense." As a performer known for her edgy and sometimes controversial humor, Sherman has always walked the line between pushing boundaries and making people laugh. However, the backlash from the SNL sketch made her realize the fine line between comedy and harm. "Comedy is meant to be about observation, pushing boundaries and challenging the status quo," Sherman said. "But I also understand that certain things can cross a line. It's not always easy to predict what will hit the mark or miss the mark, and I regret that this one missed so badly." The role of satire in comedy. The controversy surrounding the sketch has sparked a wider conversation about the role of satire in comedy, particularly when it comes to making fun of people's physical appearances. While many have argued that comedy should push limits and allow for tough subjects to be addressed in a humorous way, others believe that mocking someone's looks or personal characteristics can perpetuate harmful stereotypes and cause unnecessary harm. Sherman, who has spent years working as a comedian and actress, reflected on her own journey in the world of comedy. "I never went into comedy to upset anyone," she said. "I got into it because I wanted to bring laughter into the world and make people think but also make them feel good. If something I've done has made someone feel bad, that was never the intention and I genuinely feel sorry for that." While Sherman acknowledged that comedy often involves making fun of public figures and their personas, she emphasized that there is a responsibility to be mindful of how these portrayals are received. "At the end of the day, comedy is meant to bring people together, not tear them apart," she explained. Aimee Lou Wood's reaction. Following the airing of the sketch, Aimee Lou Wood made her displeasure clear on social media. She took to Instagram to express her feelings about the sketch, writing, "It was mean and unfunny." Her comments resonated with many fans who also felt that the skit crossed the line between playful satire and cruel mockery. Wood's response highlighted the difficulty that celebrities often face in the public eye, especially when their physical appearance becomes fodder for jokes. Despite the sketch's attempt to parody Wood's role in The White Lotus, many fans believe that the focus on her appearance was not only unnecessary but also harmful, perpetuating a culture where celebrities are reduced to their looks rather than their talent or achievements. The bigger picture. The incident also raises questions about the ethics of comedy in the age of social media. While comedy has always been a space for pushing boundaries, the rise of online platforms has brought an added level of scrutiny to the way humor is received. What might have once been considered harmless fun can now quickly be amplified into a global conversation, as evidenced by the viral reaction to the sketch. Sherman, who has been a part of the SNL cast for several years, reflected on the evolving nature of comedy and its reception. "I've learned that in today's world, we have to be more aware of the messages we're sending. It's easy for things to get misconstrued, and sometimes jokes can unintentionally hurt people, she said. I've been learning from this experience and I'm committed to being more mindful in the future. Looking ahead. As for Aimee Lou Wood, it's clear that the incident didn't leave her unscathed. While she hasn't publicly responded to Sherman's recent remarks, it's likely that this controversy will linger for some time. However, both Sherman and Wood's comments highlight the importance of understanding each other's perspectives in the world of comedy and public scrutiny. Ultimately, Sherman's apology and acknowledgement of the impact her skit had on Wood and others show growth and reflection. It's a reminder that comedy, while often a reflection of society's quirks and flaws, must always be handled with care, especially when it comes to topics as personal as someone's physical appearance.